America's most mysterious missing plane. What if I told you that an entire passenger plane disappeared just minutes before reaching its destination? No explosion. No distress call. No wreckage. More than 75 years later, no one knows exactly what happened. This is the true story of one of America's most mysterious missing planes. The flight that never arrived. December 28, 1948. Just a few days after Christmas, an airborne transport Douglas DC-3 lifted off from San Juan, Puerto Rico, heading toward Miami, Florida. It was supposed to be another routine flight. The DC-3 had earned a reputation as one of the safest and most reliable aircraft ever built. Thousands of flights had been completed successfully using the same model. On board were over 30 passengers and crew members. Some were returning home after the holidays. Others were traveling for business. Everyone expected to arrive in Miami later that evening. Shortly after takeoff, the pilots reported minor battery issues. The problem didn't seem serious enough to cancel the flight. Communication with air traffic control continued normally. Hour after hour, the aircraft crossed the Atlantic. As it approached Florida, everything still sounded calm. Then came the final radio transmission. The captain reported seeing the lights of Miami ahead. The aircraft was estimated to be only about 50 miles away. Controllers expected the plane to appear on the runway within minutes. But it never did. The radio suddenly fell silent. No emergency call. No explanation. No final message. The airplane simply vanished. Almost immediately, one of the largest search operations of the era began. Military aircraft searched from the sky. Ships scanned the ocean below. The Coast Guard searched for days. Then weeks. But investigators found absolutely nothing. No floating debris. No luggage. No bodies. Not even a single confirmed piece of the airplane. It was as if Flight NC16002 had disappeared into thin air. The search for answers. The complete lack of evidence made the mystery even stranger. Normally, even when an aircraft crashes into the ocean, something is eventually found. A wing. A seat cushion. A fuel slick. Anything. But this case produced almost nothing investigators could work with. As time passed, theories began to spread. One possibility involved the battery problem reported earlier in the flight. Some experts believe electrical failures may have affected the aircraft's communication and navigation systems. Others point to weather. While conditions looked acceptable overall, weather over the Atlantic can change quickly. Strong winds may have pushed the aircraft far off course without the crew realizing it. Eventually, fuel could have run out over deep water. Then came the theory that captured public imagination more than any other. The Bermuda Triangle. Because the aircraft disappeared near the region later associated with unexplained disappearances, many books and documentaries connected the flight to mysterious forces. People talked about magnetic anomalies, time distortions, even extraterrestrials. But despite decades of speculation, there has never been credible evidence supporting those extraordinary claims. Most aviation investigators still believe a combination of mechanical problems, navigation errors, and difficult weather remains the most realistic explanation. The problem is simple. Without the wreckage, no one can prove anything. Part 3, a mystery that refuses to die. More than 7 decades have passed. Technology has transformed aviation. Today's aircraft use GPS, satellite communication, digital tracking, and emergency locator transmitters. A disappearance like this would be far less likely today. Yet this case continues to fascinate historians, pilots, and mystery lovers across America. Because the biggest question remains unanswered. How can a passenger airplane disappear just minutes before reaching its destination? Perhaps the aircraft still rests somewhere beneath the Atlantic Ocean, waiting to be discovered. If future explorers ever locate the wreckage, investigators may finally reconstruct its last moments and provide long-awaited answers to the families who never stopped wondering. Until then, the disappearance of Flight NC16002 remains one of the greatest unsolved aviation mysteries in American history. And sometimes, the most unforgettable stories aren't the ones with shocking endings. They're the ones that leave us searching for answers forever. If you enjoyed uncovering one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments. What do you think really happened to Flight NC16002? We'll see you in the next mystery.